Hey guys, MeLikeBigBoom here, and welcome to Unturned 3.11.0.4. Today's update was pretty minor, but it did contain some pretty cool changes to the lighting of Unturned. We have some reflections, both Cubemap reflections for like chrome objects, and then specular reflections like you can see on this gun. Pretty cool. Also, there were some changes with the color. We'll pretty much go over all those in this video. Starting from the top, the Cubemap reflections are essentially, for very shiny objects, reflections. Like, oh, I didn't know that there was a water tower here, but yeah. Alright, so here in Alberton, I mean, there's several water towers scattered around. I think when Unturned first went to Unity 5, modders did have the ability to have these reflections for their objects, but now Nelson has applied these to some of the objects in the game. So as you can see, the water towers are now reflective. Pretty cool. They look all chrome and fancy. And then also some other objects around PI as a whole, and also just some items that you can place in your own maps are also reflective, like the grain silos over at the farms, and then of course those water towers and some other objects as well. Also, this character inspect screen right here, which right now is very dark, but that'll be fixed in very soon. This no longer renders when the menu is closed, so that should help out performance a little bit. Also, in terms of performance changes, the terrain was tweaked as well, which might also boost performance as well. So comment down below if you experienced any sort of FPS gains. I personally didn't experience very many. But anyway, like you can see that the inspect screen is kind of dark, and also the map is also changed, but this is expected to be fixed when Nelson updates the whole UI with Unity 5, which will happen sometime soon. In general, there were a few color changes to objects in the game. Grass is now a little bit darker, and I wish I would have taken a few before pictures, but I forgot to. But there are a few little objects around, terrains, materials, stuff like that, where the colors were changed to make it seem less stressful on the eyes. I know, like, before, the game almost seemed very bright, and now it's just, I just don't get that feeling anymore. Like, it's a nice color for everything. The grass is a bit darker, the roads are kind of gray. Just colors as a whole were kind of tweaked a little bit to make it look better. In terms of specular reflections, like on this gun, on this pole, and actually just a lot of objects, things like the sun, or also reflections of your own, like a laser sight, or actually this is a flashlight, and also like braziers that you place around. I'm actually going to head on over to my base so I can show you that. So like over here at the base, you can see that when I walk by these braziers, you can see that it reflects off of my gun, which is pretty cool. And this also applies to just many different objects in the game as well. You can see cars have the same thing because they're metal. You can see reflections. Pretty cool. And also outside of the game, pretty cool change, especially for me because I've gotten so many comments about it. Workshop is now available to everybody. So you no longer need to join that beta Steam group or whatever. Now just Workshop will appear for everyone. So if I leave my group here, this Unturned Workshop group, if you just leave that, you will notice that we can still, if you go into the community hub, that Workshop tab is now there. It's available for everyone now. If you want to download some Workshop mods, you don't need to worry about joining that group. And I've gotten so many comments saying, hey, my Workshop tab is not there. It's just like, join the group. But that's no longer going to be an issue. It's now available to everyone, and those links also shouldn't give you 404 errors anymore, which is nice. There were also some changes in terms of Workshop content for servers and in terms of where you need to put those files, but I'm going to cover that in a different video because I planned on posting that anyway. I think I'm going to either do that tonight or tomorrow morning. And it's going to teach you how to apply custom maps and models and mods and anything on Workshop to specific servers. So you can have Workshop mods on a single server that are completely separate for a different server. So you can have like PvP style mods on a PvP server, and then also have maybe like some role-playing style mods on a separate one. But anyway, that should pretty much cover all the major things in today's update. There were a lot of things that I skipped over, mostly because they were minor or they're pretty difficult to show you. As always, if you guys would like to check out all of those, I will put the full update post in the description down below. Also, Nelson wants you to know that if you're still having issues launching the game, it turns out that a few people, by updating their graphics card drivers, fixed the issues. So try that out. Make sure you check for the newest version of your graphics card drivers and download that and check and see if you're still having issues launching the game. I will also link the quick tutorial in the description down below, which teaches you how to unsubscribe to all Workshop content, because sometimes the mods are bugged and they don't work with the new update, and that might also be a reason why you aren't able to launch the game. But other than that, that was everything in Unturned 3.11.0.4. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and do all that gibberish, because MeLikeBigBoom is out.